Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, 9-beat cycle. We had seen 4 sections of korvais, what you can play with ideas of different dimensions. I'm going to teach you few more korvais in this episode, and then by next class I will also be concluding with more on korvai. Before I get into the class, I will start this class with a Tirukkural. தன்னை தான் காக்கின் சினம் காக்க காவாக்கால் தன்னையே கொல்லும் சினம். பியூட்டிஃபுல் திருக்குறள். ஒருவன் துன்பம் நேராமல் தன்னை காத்து கொள்ள நினைப்பான் ஆயின் கோபம் வராமல் அதனை அடக்கி ஆள வேண்டும். அங்கனம் கோபத்தை அடக்காவிட்டால் அக்கோபம் அவனையே அழித்துவிடும். If a person does not want to be affected by any of the harm or ill effects on him, he has to first control his anger. If he does not control his anger, this anger will destroy his life. That this very anger will actually destroy his own self, and that's what the ruler states in this Tirukkural. So with this good thought, let's try to control our anger and move forward in our lives. Today, I'm going to teach few more korvais in Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. So let's see and get directly into the class. These are a little complex korvais, but I thought I can give some sort of a complexity into this class. Now I will teach the maths behind it. Tit tangita tagatharikata tagataka dinta tang. Tit tangita tagatharikata tagataka dinta tang. So how it's constructed is tit tangita tagatharikata 8. Takataka takataka is 2, taka is again 2. The lower form of takataka is taka. Takataka dinta thang. Dinta is 1 and 2 combination. Dintaha. Thang is again 3. So when you are constructing a phrase now, I am taking some, after you have now got the vocabulary, I am trying to give you an idea how you can connect different members which are of different sizes and different approaches, the feel of how you are getting that syllable. Tit tangita tagatharikata is a fast brace. Takatakataka is a second speed and the first speed. Dinta thang, 3 in its varied forms. So all these are combined into a single phrase. So when you're trying to work on this puzzle game of combining these phrases, you can combine any such activity like this, but it should have a beauty behind it. So this is one such example of how you can combine phrases to making it into a beautiful combination of phrases. Then you reduce it. Then there is a mathematical approach of reduction is also there. The descending form is also there. And now I'm teaching you the descending form of assembling of phrases of different dimensions. You can also do the reverse way of ascending form of assembling these phrases, or equal form of assembling these phrases. When I mean equal form, is a descending form. When I mean ascending form, when I say equal form, each are equal. So descending, ascending, equal. Anything is possible. The result is the same. Again, combination of phrases, different dimensions, as long as it's unique by itself, that's okay. You can use and then apply all the logic so that music and mathematics flows into the korvai. Logically, it gets fitted after 12 beats. Now, then so it's more related. I'm using a pattern, using this and building another pattern to add color to it. Again, the later half I'm constructing with the beauty of structuring it. Is in between korvais to fit into the 108 akshara cycle of 9-beat cycle. So much of effort goes into forming a korvai. It's not easy to form a korvai because if you look at it, it's grammatically right. It has a reduction process. It does the sequence is beautiful. So, and then the construction is lucid. So all these aspects who gets qualified into a brilliant korvai. You can make a korvai for 108, but if it does not have its beauty or any of the grammar behind it, or the lakshanam or lakshanyanam, then it fails to be qualified. But people will just say, okay, it's played in mathematics. But aesthetically, you should construct like this. I felt this is one of the very good compositions what I've made. And this inspiration, I got it from Balghat Sri T.S. Maniyer, as it using this bass phrase. He has played in many concerts of different korvais and Thalam. I've just used the idea and then try to translate it into Kanda, Jathi, Triputa. So the idea goes like this again. You should play like a drunken monk. When you play like a drunken monk, you are absolutely conscious, but you're totally on top of you're on top of lyre, but as though it gives a lilt, you should play like that. And that's the highest level of maturity of playing. Manier used to play with so much of majesty. A simple korvai looks so much formidable, so much stupendous. That's how you should present it. The presentation is the key. So let me get into the next korvai. What I wanted to table. This is one of the classic. It's a good takeaway for you. Just ponder over this. Takadim tata dim ta takadim tata dim ta di dim tata dim ta ta di 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 ki 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 ta ta dum dum ta di ki ta tum ta di ki ta ta di ki ta ta di ki ta 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 di ki ta ta di ki ta ta di ki ta 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 di ki ta ta di ki ta ta di ki ta ta. Next korvai. Takadim tata dim. Takadim tata dim. When you do not know a phrase, what is the number of aksharas, the first rule of thumb, what you should do is try to see and tell in the related thala how much is the beats. If you do not know something, first of all, you have to first do the acid test of finding out how many aksharas this phrase is. That is the light, that is the knowledge you should have first before you construct a korvai. Just somebody is playing takadim tatadim tat takadim tatadim, you immediately don't play and then try to see and fit. It may not fall as appropriate as he has played. You have to do some research and understanding behind it. Takadin tatadim ta takadin tatadim. Again, then it's a structuring of takadim tatadim in a progressive way. Takadim tatadim, takadim tatadim, takadim tatadim sits here. Ta tadhi placement. So with the odd number, you are playing this game now, puzzle game now. Tatadim tatadim. 7 is an odd number. So using this odd number, you are playing his puzzle game. Takadim tatadim ta takadim tatadim tadi takadim tatadim, and it gets into an odd placement again. 7, 9 and 11. So 27. 27 is not even, it's again odd. So when you're getting the odd, you have to give the even to make it still odd. It looks odd till the end. You give that feeling of you are just playing something odd, but actually you're actually playing even towards the end, which is taga, digi, kigi, taga, togum, tadingenatum, tadikitatum, 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 tang, tadikitatum, 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 tang, tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum. So you get beautifully, you get landed. So the entire korvai goes like this. That's a korvai. So 7, 9, 11 stacking. Then thaga digi kigi taga tom 20, tadikitatum 10, tadikatatum 15. Thang is a gap, interluding 15, 3 15s, you give this thang a gap. This is how this is korvai structure. The third korvai I wanted to table here for you is again the prayoga, what I taught you in Rupaka Thalam. For 12 beat cycle, a prayoga I have taught. Prayoga is a usage. The usage of a phrase of a 12 beat. This is the 12 beat cycle. Now, when I wanted to use the prayoga into this 18 beat cycle, I have to think about only 12 is already there, and you just have to fill it with the 6. A 6 is ta. Tatakadina ta, tatakadina tom tom, tatakadina tong, tadikita tataka, tadikita tataka, tika tadikita tum, tadikita tong, tadikita tong, tadikita tum, tadikita tataka, tadikita tataka, tika tadikita tum. All these are synonyms of 6 beat. You can use any of these as a later half. So use the earlier prayoga, which is like a flourish, which is it's something like a water gushes out of a particular chamber, and later you control it with the beauty of a very silent finish. So this is again a different combination altogether. It's a combination of a crescendo and a silent finish. So this korvai is a flourish and a silence. A simple pattern gets finished. Typically, I would suggest these sort of korvais are more appropriate when you're finishing it, because it helps the singer to take the song very comfortably. So you should be comfortable with this prayer first, and then your hand should speak also. Use the 6 beat, any of the 6 beat patterns. So with this, I'll conclude this class with a Thirukkural. This is power packed class, I would say, because these 3 are little difficult, complex korvais. I'm introducing it now just to give you a taste of what it's going to be when you're growing up your journey. There are very, very many things which might come up like this. I want you to taste all this and get the comfort of getting this layang yana I will see you in the next class with a conclusion of Moran Korvai. Sinam yennum சேர்ந்தாரை கொல்லி இனம் என்னும் ஏமப் புனையை சுடும். What is the meaning of it? கோபமாகிய கொடிய நெருப்பு சினமுற்றோரை அழிப்பதோடு கோபமாகிய கொடிய நெருப்பு. Anger is like a fire. A fire can destroy anything. So it can actually destroy, it not only destroys him, our வீடு பேறு அடையத்தக்க வழிகளையும் அடைந்துவிடும். This fire, as it moves forward, as a forest fire catches so much of area is getting destroyed, it not only destroys a person, but around him, whoever are there, his family, his relatives, everybody is destroyed with the fire. It's an example of anger compared with that of a fire. It catches so very fast. So we have to control our anger in our life to ensure we have happiness and good things happening in our life. With this good thought, I'm concluding this class. I will conclude, in fact, in my next episode, Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, with basic moras and korvais, few additional things to your kitty. As I told you before, these things are a superset for a Rupakathalam. You can use all these learnings incorporate into Rupakathalam. That's the biggest benefit you're going to carry through. And I want you to practice Rupakathalam now with these korvais incorporated. Povanur we are signing off. I will see you in the next class with the conclusion of Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. Episode 5, Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 1, Mathematical Understanding. This Korvai should be interpreted in the following way. Dinda tong, tongkata dinda tong, dinda tong, dinda tong, dina tong, dina tong, tadikita tonta, dung, tadikita tonta, dung, tadikita tonta. Episode 5, Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 2, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 108 aksharas. This korvai should be interpreted in the following way. Takadin, tata din, ta, takadin, tata din, ta, di, takadin, tata din, tata ta, ti, ki, ta, dum, dum, ta, di, ke, ta, 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 dum, dong. Taddi takkadadum, taddi takkadadum, taddi takkadadum, ta. Kadadaka darikadadum, kadadaka darikadadum, kadadaka darikadadum, ta. Episode 5, Kanda, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 3, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 108 aksharas. This korvai should be interpreted in the following way. Taridana katataka darikadadaka tong, ta, taridana katataka darikadadaka tong, ta, di, taridana katataka darikadadaka tong, taga, digi, kegi, taga, tongum, tadiketatum, tadiketatum, ta, tung, tadiketatum, ta, dodum, tadiketatum, ta.